Hi everybody, this is Cindy with Getting Artsy with Cindy. So hi and welcome back to my Monday night. Today I wanted to do something fun with our hide and seek die and show you guys how easy it is to put it together and make a fun interactive card for your friends. I missed you guys, so I've been out for a couple weeks. We've been in Ohio doing trade shows and meeting with store owners, so hopefully the stores in your area are going to be carrying Dare to Be Artsy. So it's been fun, but I've missed the time being back here. So Steve's with me today, so be sure and say hello and let him know that you guys are here with us.
Sheila.
Hi Sheila. This is a card that Melody made, which I think is adorable. It's actually using our hot foil plates and our happy birthday double layered sentiment. But look at this, watch this. Isn't that beautiful? So it's using our hide and seek die. She actually used the foil on everything and it's just amazing. That's with our Monstronauts stamp set. And I had to share that with you because I just thought it was beautiful. Yay. So you guys want to learn how to make this? The die set is called Hide and Seek Die, and it's got really good detailed instructions on the inside, and it even kind of, when you get the die, everything is like taped down to this, so you know right where to put it back when you're storing it. So that's really great. Now it looks like there's a ton of pieces, right? Here actually it shows you all these different pieces. To make this work, to make the little mechanism that pops up, you actually only need these 3 dies. So when I design dies, our cost is based on how much metal is used. So the, square inch, the space that the metal has to be cut out of. So the way we had to set this up, we actually had a lot of holes. Like, we had to have these pieces just the way they are, but look at all that extra space. So I couldn't just give you this. So your set comes with all these extra tags and layering pieces to decorate your card. I just kind of used every single spot I possibly could to add something of a bonus for you guys. So that's the die. So it's really fun. So shall we turn around and get started? Let's see. And there we go. Hello, hello. Hopefully that's going to stay focused. There we go. So I've already cut some pieces for us. And hi Melody. Hi Cindy. Okay, so you're going to cut one of these pieces.
Wait a minute, is the video choppy for anybody else? Sheila, is it getting any better?
It's choppy. So Melody, are you seeing some issues with the video? I'm hoping not. Let me know if anybody else, give me a thumbs up or comment if it's good or still choppy. So we need to know if we need to reconnect or. So I'm going to keep going. Let me know again. We're waiting for comments. Let me know, guys, if you can see this okay. All right. So our 3 main pieces, our 3 main dies, we have this is the main little mechanism piece, and it has all the score lines.
It's a bit out of focus for Melody. For Cindy, it's good.
Huh. Okay. I am not sure why.
Where's the camera? Because you might want to just wipe off it could be a fingerprint.
Okay. I don't know if it's acting like it's gonna not stay in focus. Hopefully we're good. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep going. Again, let me know, guys. I'm not sure what we have a bad connection.
No.
Oh, Melody says it's okay. Maybe it was my, I don't know, messy fingers or something. Okay, so we have all these extra pieces. This one, we're gonna cut 2 of these. So really, those are the main pieces. This is we're gonna do this on an A2 size card. So I'm gonna put these off to the side.
Avra joined.
Oh good, hi Avra. Awesome. All right, with this piece, this is the trickiest part. So in your instructions, we actually write out mountains and valleys in here. And it's easier for me to kind of show you guys on here. So when you get your piece, here, I'll move this in the picture too. When you get your piece, one side is wider. This side's wider than this side. I'm going to start with this. This side, I'm going to actually fold it back and fold it forward. And then this side, I'm going to actually do I'm use really heavy stock on this. And let's get a bone folder. Okay. When you have your score lines, the deeper side is actually the side that you should do the opposite direction. Like that should be the mountain, because it's going to crease better. And then there's that one that's going to crease. Then here's this one. I'm going to crease that one right along the edge. Again, this is 100-pound stock. I should have just used 80 for this. Okay. All right. Now, when you have it this way, you have your valley, 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 and then these 2 pieces become a mountain. I'm going to bring out this again. So this, if you go back and forth, it will give you the crease on the ends too, so it's going to make it easier. So back and forth on this, there's a valley, a valley, a valley, a valley, and a valley. So once you have all of them scored, you then can squish it down. And since my paper again is 100-pound, I'm just gonna use my bone folder to give it a good crease. You can kind of correct it a little bit if your paper was too thick. There we go. So it kind of this makes me think of like a little leapfrog thing. I don't know why. So did you guys ever play that game when you were a kid and you'd make these little frogs that would jump? That's why it makes me think of this little frog thing. Okay. Now what I'm going to do when I have this piece done, I think it's easier to make a little mark with a pen that works. I'm going to write top. Oh my goodness. Top. Okay. So this extra flap, see that little flap? We want this to be on top. So I think marking it that way will help you place this in your card correctly. So let's move this out of the way. You don't need these yet. I have an A2 size card, and I'm going to take this. So this is my cover. Actually, we're going to, yeah, I think it's easier to build it sideways. We're going to want these little wings off to the right. Okay, you can build it this way, but for me, I've gotten used to doing it sideways, doing it this way. All right, with this on top, I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put glue on this triangular piece. So, all right, and I'm just centering it. I'm eyeballing it. I'm going to hold this up because I want this to be tucked in all the way to the corner, as far as it'll go, but not over it. Okay. So we're tucked in. Make sure it's straight. Make sure that's going to close, and it does. So then when we push this down, this is still on top. It says on top. See, this is going to be what's going to make this work. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take my 2 rectangles, and I'm going to glue one here and one here. These are also facing to the right, okay? So I'm just going to put glue on here. Is the video working now, guys?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
No
it seems to be
problems?
okay.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right, it's going to go from this edge to this edge. So this is cut exactly where you need it to go. I'm going to put this one on. That slid a little bit. Let's move that in. There we go. All right, when this is folded in, then those are hidden. Okay, so it's still working. We have everything in position. Now this piece has some score lines on it as well. So I'm going to fold those down, give them a good crease. Again, I used that 100-pound stock for this, so it's kind of cracking a little bit. All right, then now that you have, this piece, see how the little U shape is on this right side?
So that brings a question, would you recommend using a lighter weight?
I think the 80-pound might have creased a little bit better. I always want it to be sturdy, but it seems like it's just harder to fold. Okay, now I'm going to put glue on this top piece. All right, and it's going to go right on the edge. So this is the area that's getting glued on here. Right on the edge. Make sure everything's lining up. Those aren't overlapping or anything. Okay. So these are going to be folding in. And then when this is closed, you're going to have just a hair of your cardstock showing over here. So when this is open, that means that's going to fold in like this. So I'm going to put glue just on this very edge. And I'm going to tuck this in, and that's going to glue on there. Make sure that you don't start playing with it a whole bunch until you know that glue is really set. Okay. Then those are going to tuck in. See, my card is still folding up really nice. So now I want to put glue. Everything's, when I close it, it's all hidden. So now I can put glue right here on this triangle. Can you guys see that area? So this is where the glue is going. Then I can just sandwich this down and let that dry really good. So I am going to put this on here just to make sure that dries good and do some of our inside elements. So first, this is going to go on the inside. So with all of our layers, I cut these out, and we're using our Feeling Groovy paper collection, and the stamp set is Here Comes the Sun. So we're gonna do that. Now I could stamp a sentiment right on here, but I'm just gonna layer some elements on this because I really wanted to use our tag. The tag is in this set too, so I have Here Comes the Sun stamped on that layer. And we'll add a little bow to this. So it is hot here in Kansas City. Summer is here. I think we skipped spring. I don't know about you guys, but it got hot all of a sudden. There we go. All right, so we have a cute little bow. Probably trim that down a little bit. Okay. And then we're gonna put a cloud on here. With the cloud, it's stamped just with the black ink, but I like to add a little bit of color to my cloud. So I'm just gonna take a light blue and go around the edge, kind of add some shadow to it, a little bit of dimension. I'll have to bring that closer to you guys to see it probably. So, you probably still can't see it. There, you can kind of see it. There you go. So just added a little bit of light blue to give it a little dimension. And I'm gonna have it hanging over the edge. Okay, now this is probably good to go. So we're going to actually make our card open this way. So see, it's already looking fun. Look at that. So let's decorate this. This piece is going to go right in the center. And I'm not adding a lot of extra foam tape or dimension to this part because there's already a lot going on the inside of the card. So I didn't want to add too much more bulk, because usually I would just pop everything. There we go. Then I have these. Again, I cut these out of this Feeling Groovy collection. Look at this. So it's got the flowers on one side and this fun groovy stripe. I thought that would look really cute. So we're going to put this on one side.
So we have a Barbara and a Marcy that have joined.
Hi gals, thanks for joining us. Okay. Then, so we were in Akron last week for Adventures in Stamping in Akron, Ohio, and that was really fun. So we may have seen some of you there. We will be going to Schaumburg later this year, and we're going to be going to Collinsville. Okay, so this is going to be fun. This little sun is going to be hiding, and then it's going to pop out behind this cloud. So, and you definitely don't want to add foam tape to these panels because they can get kind of snag each other a little bit on the inside, so you want it pretty flat. I think that'll look cute right there. And I thought it'd be cute to have this flower pop out on this side. These are from that sun stamp set, the Here Comes the Sun. I'm going to put the glue really close to the edge on this, so it may help prevent it from snagging under there. Okay. The little face on this set is really cute. So you can see the face on there. The sun actually does not have a face on it. You have a separate little smiley face. So you can add that face to the little cloud or to the inside of the flower. And then here I put it on the inside of the sun. So it gives you a lot of options. All right. So that's going to fold down. There we go. And then pops up. Okay, so I also cut a piece of a strip from our paper that's on the back of the barcode, always has a fun stripe. So I'm gonna add it down here. I thought this would look cute. I love using these stripes.
Can I borrow the black ink pen?
Yes.
Thank you.
There we go. So one of the other dies gives you a little piece that you could add right here. So we could add that to this, which would be cute. Or I can just take this same strip and add another strip of this right here. I'm actually going to do the yellow because I think it'll tie in that here. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, just gonna center that on there. There we go. All right, and then, so it's snagging just a little bit when it's closing to start with. That's okay. And then here comes the sun. We could add another little flower if we have one. Up here. There we go. Then let's do the outside. And I have, okay, so we have this. I actually was gonna do the green on the outside. Okay, I did it backwards. All right, so then we have the cover, and I'm gonna use the Hello Sunshine. And we are going to use, I'm gonna show you a little technique with the picket fence paper pouncers. I don't know if you guys, I showed you this the other day. We actually have these, we're carrying these on our website because I think they're so fun. So they're the paper pouncers instead of brushes. They work really great. I'm just gonna show you a simple little technique that I'm gonna use on here. We're using our yellow. I'm gonna stamp Hello Sunshine in the yellow. And then I'm gonna take my orange and stamp. I kind of angled it a little bit. And I'm just gonna take my pouncer and kind of rub off a little bit. That worked out really cool. So these are great because they just stay in your little cups. And you usually use them with stencils, but it's a nice way to kind of wipe off the extra ink. That gives you a nice little look. The hello is a little subtle, but I think that turned out really cute. All right, now for this, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on here and then pop the whole thing up. All right, then on the cover, we can definitely add foam tape to give this some dimension. There we go. And just pop that up in the center. And I think we need another flower popped up here. So I'm gonna put it flat in this area. And just take some foam tape. And add a little bit of foam tape to this edge. Then that can rest right on here. That pops that up. So really fun. Again, then you can jazz up the inside too some more if you want to, but I think they're really cute interactive cards, and you've got that sun peeking out. The other one I wanted to show you, let's see, is it still by the front door, the class one? Let's see if there's one by that front door. Is the sun one there?
Not one like that, no.
There's no, the vertical one? Are all 4 cards there?
No, there's only 3.
Oh, okay.
Actually 2 on the table.
Okay, that's okay. That's right. So one thing you can do that is fun is you can do, you know, again, you can do the vertical cards, you can do the horizontal cards. So I hope you guys like that. I do want to show you guys, we did some make and takes with this collection this past weekend, and we were using the same, a lot of the Here Comes the Sun stuff, but we are also using the stencils, which I think, again, were really fun. And hey Steve, why don't you bring the stencil over that's on the table? Yeah. So I wanted to show you guys these because I thought they were really fun. Melody helped design some of these for the make and take while we were there. And yes. And cool. Here, I'll take that paper too. And I'm just going to show you guys again how fun these paper pouncers are. And this stencil. I love these stencils. These are our circle stencils. And let me, again, I'm going to lay these out so you can really see them. Isn't this a fun, groovy set? I love this set. We have 6 different stamp sets in this collection. You guys have seen a lot of them already. But here we're using these circles with and along with the paper pouncers. And I'm going to use my red colors here. So the collection, you just kind of keep the color families together when you're using them. And they just blend really nice. Instead of a brush, you can, I'm trying to put too much on the screen at once here. So you can go back and forth between your colors. And instead of rubbing it like a brush, you're gonna just pounce, and it's just a really soft look. And you just kind of wipe these off. You don't like submerge this underwater or anything. And then I just think they blend really nice. Really soft look. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys because I've been having fun playing with it today too. And you could just make some really cool backgrounds. Just keep going and going and going. Look at that. Cool, I love it. So just wanted to share that with you. Again, this is just one we did, so that's ready to already, you know, groovy up and make a fun card with that as well. So if you have any questions about this die or this stamp set or the paper pouncers, again, let me show you again the stamps. So the flowers in here are also in our groovy paper. You've got a lot of the different sentiments we've used already. Well, this is hippie birthday, you are groovy, it's a good day to have a good day. This is here comes the sun, even the sun is jealous of the way you shine. I love that one. And we've got a couple samples on the back of here too. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. One more show and tell, because I love this groovy line. I've been having so much fun with it. You guys have seen our purse die, and this is one of the newest ones I did for my granddaughter Mia's groovy birthday. Look at that fun little mini album. Really, I just wanted to brag about my grandbaby. So anyway, I thought I would share that with you guys. So let's see. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun with that today, with this little pop-up, the hide and seek die. We'll probably be making tons of these fun little cards. So I will be back again next Monday, so I hope you guys join me again there and join our Artsy community. We are getting ready to start designing more product, and I always love it when you guys join me in the Artsy community and I can share sneak peeks, or you guys might have some inspiration you want to share on a new set that you want to see. So definitely join us in the Facebook group Artsy Community. And I think that's about it for today. I hope you guys have a great week. And any questions? You guys are doing, everybody having a great week? Good. All right, you guys, we'll see you next Monday. Bye.